Another idea for a free project could be a wall tile. I like to make wall tiles as gifts for people, and I have previously made quite a few in the shape of a heart. Before I do that, though, of course, I'm making a slab, and anytime you see me make a slab in any video, just remember I'm using those wooden dowels to determine the thickness of the slab. So in any case, I've got my slab rolled out. Of course, it's a weird shape, but that's not going to stay that way for long. And now it's a matter of getting my heart shape cut out from this rather large slab. I like to use scrapbook paper to make a template first, or thick cardstock works. This is thin cardboard from a tablecloth package. And that's great to work with. I kind of prefer that. You can use thin cardboard to make a template as well. Or like mailers, junk mail that arrives at your house. That's usually cardstock, like thick flyers that come in the mail. Thin cardboard like you see here. But in any case, you just want to create some kind of template. So I'm going to go with a heart shape, and I'm going to use the tablecloth cardboard insert. I'm going to fold it in half and draw half of a heart. It should remind you of your days in elementary school during Valentine's Day making like paper hearts. You fold the paper in half, cut out one half of the heart, and that should get you a symmetrical full heart shape. So that's what I'm doing right now. And, regular paper is way too flimsy for this sort of thing. So when you make a template, you should use any of the materials I just mentioned. And, it doesn't have to be a heart-shaped tile. It could be a star-shaped tile or, some interesting silhouette, some interesting outline. Alphabet letter might work, maybe. It depends. In any case, to kind of secure the template in place and make sure it doesn't slide around, get a little water on your slab, and that way your template won't shift and move. Because now it's time to trace around it with your paperclip tool, some kind of cutting tool. And it's okay if the cut isn't perfect. You can edit it later. This is just going to help you get the initial, basic shape of the heart. And having a template is much better than just freestyling and making up a shape as you go. It's better to problem solve this first in cardboard. And again, regular paper is way too flimsy. Keep your scrap. You may want to use that to decorate. I'll mention that later. And, I have quite a bit of scrap. I probably could have made this slightly bigger, too. This is a little bit bigger than my hand. But it's decent for a tile to hang on a wall. Now I'm just going to clean up the edges with my damp sponge. And clean the top surface of the tile as well. Again, never use a dripping wet, soaking wet sponge. Always use a damp sponge. Just a little bit of moisture in it. And you want to round off any sharp, jagged areas along the edge of the slab and try to remove as many imperfections from the top surface of the slab as well. I like to take a paintbrush handle to drill a hole through the top of my tile. You can even use a pencil if you have to. And basically, you're just going to take the paintbrush handle, dip it in water, and you're going to drill through the slab, essentially. Now, I have an option here. I can have 2 holes at the top of the heart, evenly spaced, equidistance between one another. Or I can go with 1 hole in the center, and that's what I'm gonna go with, and that will allow me to tie ribbon or string or strong yarn so this can hang on a nail on a wall. Now when you drill through, kind of twist your paintbrush handle, kind of push and twist. And you don't want that hole too close to the edge, or you can accidentally create a crack, okay? Now you can see the back of the tile isn't pretty. Feel free to smooth that if you want, but it's really not necessary. Nobody's going to see that side of the tile. So just clean out that opening, that hole. Again, making sure it's not too close to the edge. You don't want a crack to form, because clay doesn't do well when it's a narrow margin. And that's kind of what I have here, a narrow margin. But it's just enough spacing where I should be fine and no cracks should develop. And at this point now, it's a matter of, do I want to decorate the tile? Maybe I want to take my paintbrush handle and stamp, as you see me doing here, and kind of create like a picture frame effect where I'm framing the edge of the heart with a polka dot look. That might be kind of nice. I can fill up the entire tile with polka dots if I wanted to. Maybe I want to carve a word, using nice cursive handwriting or nice printing. Maybe I'll carve my name. And then if you do carve, you just want to kind of clean out your carving and remove any crumbs, because sometimes the clay can crumble up, which can be kind of annoying. Another option would be to make my word, my name, 3D, in which case I would take a coil and like a skinny coil, and slip and score the coil on, and that way I have like a raised 3D word. So there's different options for decorating. It's up to you how you want to handle that. But essentially, this is how you make a wall tile with a hole to hang on a wall.